Hi everyone, my name is Envy from envytheinsane.com, and today I'm in 10-man Ulduar on my monk to see what the solo capabilities are of each of the bosses on hard mode. I came in here on my rogue about 2 months ago and was able to solo almost all the bosses on 10-man normal. I tried for a while to do some of the bosses on hard mode like XT, but I found that I couldn't regenerate enough health quickly enough in most cases. That gave me the idea to come back in here on another class and with the intention of doing all the hard mode achievements. I decided to go with my monk because they have a proper tank spec if needed and more significant and flexible heals than a rogue. So here I am. Let's take a quick look at my monk. I am 483 item level. All my gems and enchants and reforges are pretty much for haste after being hit and expertise capped. The cool thing about monks is that Windwalkers and Brewmasters pretty much go for the same stat priority, so I'll be able to switch back and forth pretty seamlessly. I plan to do most of the fights in Windwalker, or as many as possible, but I'm sure that there's some fights where I'll need to switch to Brewmaster. The other thing I want to say real quick is I've never been in Ulduar on my monk before, so all the achievements will be flashing as I progress through here. Let me pull up my achievement book real quick. Obviously, I've been through here and done all this on Envy before, so all the achievements show is being checked off already. But 6/24/2012 is before monks were around. Obviously, I don't actually have these achievements on Ziki. If you click on the individual achievements, you'll see it says not completed by this character for all of them. So the achievements will be flashing as I go through here, and hopefully it will end with a Glory of the Ulduar Raider. I'm recording this beforehand, but I'm fairly confident that I'll be able to solo all the fights. The plan is for this video to be just one long video with all the bosses sequentially after each other, with me narrating each of the fights. I will be discussing the fight mechanics of each of the bosses, the differences between normal and hard mode, and any other achievements attainable by the boss. There is a contents in the beginning of the video and in the description on YouTube, so you can jump ahead to any of the specific bosses if you want. So I'll get to work here and stop rambling on too much. For Flame Leviathan, the achievement we need to work on is Obituary, which is basically to defeat him with the 4 orbital defense systems active. So in order to do that, we need to talk to the lore keeper of Norganon here and basically tell him to activate the defense system. There we go. So that activates the towers, which I'll show you guys later in the video what those look like, and it makes the vehicles active in a second here so that I can go and start clearing trash and get ready for the fight. So I will edit the video to after the trash and talk more about the vehicles and stuff, but just to talk about all the achievements really quick, there are quite a few on Flame Leviathan. Unfortunately, the WoW interface for achievements isn't the best. They're listed in the order that I earned them on, and so they're not really in order by boss anymore. It's really difficult to find all the ones. So I have the Overachiever add-on, which adds this search tab here. And so I can just search for all achievements with Flame Leviathan in the description. And this is just all achievements that he has. So Obituary, if you do that, it comes with 3 other achievements, as you can see here. Orbital Bombardment, Orbital Devastation, and Nuked from Orbit, and that's just one achievement for each of the towers having up. So if we do Obituary, we'll automatically get all those other ones. And then there is also Shutout, to defeat him without causing a system shutdown. That's pretty much a given. I don't even remember what you need to do it. You used to shut him down at 80 when this was relevant content. I think that that's pretty much a given. Everyone's going to get that achievement when you come through here. You have to actually try to get that one. Take out the turrets. I will not be able to get that one today because that does require a second person. what you can do is, if you are the passenger in a salvage demolisher, you can load yourself into the catapult, and then the driver can launch you at Flame Leviathan, and then you can just use your regular abilities to destroy one of the turrets on top of him. So you can do that if you've got a second player, and that's right, that's how you get shut out, if you destroy all the turrets on top of him. So I don't know, you can do that, but I can't get that today because I'm solo. 3-car garage. This takes 3 weeks to earn. It's basically to defeat Leviathan with each of the different types of vehicles, which, like I said, I'll talk more about later. So that takes 3 weeks total coming in here to earn that. Unbroken, if you defeat him without letting any of the vehicles repair, so you got to do that on your first try. I will not be able to get that today because going through and killing all the trash, I'm definitely going to need to repair my vehicle. So those are the achievements on Flame Leviathan. Alright, I will go and clear all the trash and then cut ahead and talk a little bit more about the vehicles and the strategy for killing him. Alright, so I've cleared all the trash. We've got Flame Leviathan sitting up there and all the vehicles here. Real quick, if you want to get a look at what the towers look like, it's the ones with the swirling light. So we've got blue, green, red, and the yellow one's kind of hard to see, but it's like way back there. So if for whatever reason you don't want to do all 4 of the towers, you can kill 1 or 2 or 3 or all 4 of them or whatever, you know. They're a little bit out of the way. I mean, the green one's right here, but then you got to go kind of far back there to get the blue one, and, you know, like I said, the yellow one is way the hell back there. So you know, they're kind of far out of the way, and they're very hard to miss, I guess. And I would say, you know, it'd be pretty hard to accidentally kill one of these. And if you do, you know, if you're in a group and somebody accidentally kills one and you want to do all 4, you can just leave and reset and all that. So there you go, that's that. Alright, we're going to set up the vehicles here. So you can use all of the vehicles on this fight. Obviously you can only man one of them at a time, but you can place all of them within this little barrier here where the fight takes place. And we're going to use those to our advantage. The fight, it seems a little buggy, I guess might be the best word. You have to do things in a very specific order and at a very specific time in order for it to work correctly. Otherwise it kind of just falls apart and you just have to reset it, unfortunately. So, you know, specifically what I'm talking about is like, the technique we're going to use is basically oh, we got some guys over here. I'm going to be in the salvage demolisher stacking pyrite on the boss, and you know, he'll start coming towards me basically as the only person attacking him. He'll do his fixate on me first right away. But if I switch to the passenger seat right before he reaches me and starts attacking me, then the fixate will actually reset and he will go and start attacking the 2 nearest vehicles. So that's what the siege engines are here for. We're going to start out in this corner over here, and then when he resets, he'll come and destroy these guys. And then the plan will be, you know, eventually he'll come back to my demolisher and destroy it, and I'll have to hop in one of those choppers and drive to the other demolisher, which this one we're going to place all the way in the far corner over there. So, like I said, it's kind of picky about the timing. If you let Flame Leviathan get to you before you switch seats, it will actually destroy your vehicle and all the other vehicles in the little fight area immediately. So you can't let him hit you in your progress of changing seats, I guess. I guess that must reduce the armor. I know that the damage that the vehicles take is based on your item level, and so maybe the temporary switching seats and not having any item level to go off of reduces the armor of the vehicle. I don't know, hard to say. But yeah, if you let him hit you, then it will destroy your vehicle. So the idea is to switch seats right before he gets to you. Use that time to replenish some of the pyrite so that I can keep stacking that on him. And like I said, by the time I go through my pyrite a second time, he'll pretty much be back at me and have my demolisher destroyed. So, the other thing, let's see, I'm going to place my Transcendence right here so that I can just get over to one of these choppers as soon as possible. The other thing that is kind of weird or buggy about this fight is shooting down the pyrite. It has to be the last thing that you do, basically, before you start the fight. If you like try to move this pyrite here with a chopper, and then you get in a demolisher, or if you shoot down the pyrite first and then go and set all the vehicles in their location, the pyrite will basically disappear and reset as soon as as soon as the fight starts. So, you know, again, kind of weird, and I don't know if that's intended or if that's a bug, but you just have to keep that in mind. It has to be pretty much the last thing that you do. So I'm going to get in the passenger seat here, and I'm going to use the anti-air rocket ability. See if we can shoot down some pyrite. Let's see, and I want the pyrite to be near the... Oh, dang it, are you serious? So that is another issue that I've actually been experiencing pretty frequently, where basically my vehicle's abilities just become useless and I can't use them for whatever reason. I originally thought that maybe it was something with one of my add-ons, so I went and disabled all of them, but it's still happening about every other time. So yeah, 50% of the time I basically just need to go up and pull Leviathan and reset the fight and have him kill the vehicles and just reset everything. So, yeah, it's kind of frustrating and annoying, and I don't know what's causing it. I hope that you guys have a good enough guide here that it won't be too horribly frustrating. Alright, so I shot down some pyrite, you know, right here near my vehicle, and that'll set me up for the fight. I'm going to go ahead and pull him. So we want to make use of our number 2 ability, Hurl Pyrite Barrel. What this does is it is a damage over time that goes on the boss, and it stacks up to 10 times. So once it gets up to the higher stacks, it really starts doing quite a lot of damage. And I just want to get as many stacks on him before he reaches me here. Alright, I'm going to switch seats. Whew, it's close. Okay, so switch seats, and he goes and he attacks one of the other vehicles, and I can just replenish my pyrite real quick. And then I'll get back in the main seat and just go back to stacking the pyrite on him. So there's other things going on in the background here. We've got these flowers running around, and we've got these blue beams in the background. That's basically what comes with the fight on hard mode. I don't know, it's just a whole lot of extra stuff kind of going on with the fight. And the biggest thing is you don't really want to stand near the blue beams, or you don't want to have your vehicle under the blue beams, because it will freeze it and basically render your vehicle useless for a few seconds. Okay, so we're heading over to the other guy here. I'm going to lay down some oil. And use number 1 ability to light the oil on fire. And then as soon as he gets in my range here, I'm going back to just stacking pyrite on him. And at this point, it's basically just a damage race. I'm stacking as much pyrite on him as I can, and I'm just going to hope that I can kill him before he kills me, which I should be able to. I'm getting him down pretty quickly. So here we are, we're out of pyrite. Let's just kill, kill, kill! And there we go! That is a dead Flame Leviathan and an Obituary achievement. Next up is Ignis. Alright, for Ignis, we need to get stuck in the furnace, which is basically just to kill him in less than 4 minutes. This should be incredibly easy to solo for just about any class at level 90. He doesn't do a whole lot of damage, most of it's avoidable, and you should be putting out enough DPS to kill him in less than 2 minutes, honestly, really. So, really should be just... that's kind of a giveaway achievement for this Glory of the Ulduar Raider, I think. For other achievements that Ignis has, he's got a couple. So Hot Pocket, you get this if you survive being thrown into his little stag pot here, this thing that's in front of him. That's something that he'll do on anybody not the tank or not the person with the highest threat, so he won't throw me in there, but he'll pick up, if you're in a group, he'll pick up random DPS and healers and stuff throughout the fight, and he'll just throw them in his stag pot. And, you know, that really doesn't do a whole lot of damage anymore. It'd be pretty hard to not survive that, so again, that's kind of another giveaway achievement, but because he doesn't do it on the tank, I won't be getting that today. And then the other one is Shattered, which is basically to kill 2 iron constructs within 5 seconds of each other. So these are the iron constructs right here, and he'll be bringing them to life throughout the fight. And the way to kill them so close to each other is basically to shatter them. What you do is you hold them in these little spots of fire that he has on the ground until they get 10 stacks of heat and become molten red. At that point, you can drag them over to one of the water pools, and they freeze up, and you can basically one-shot them and shatter them, and kill them. So if I wait until there's 2 of them out, then I can do that and get another easy achievement there. So we'll see how quickly I'm getting him down, and you know, maybe or maybe not, I won't go with that one. So we'll see. All right. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pull him and get started here. So as you can see, you know, his auto attacks really aren't a whole lot to deal with. You know, Chi Wave easily heals me through it. You know, not a whole lot going on. These fire spots here, they can do a decent amount of damage, but obviously they're pretty easy to see and to move out of, and you know, it's not something you need to stand in. So, I'm getting him down pretty quickly here. And there's the first iron construct. I'm gonna try to see if I can keep him in the fire. See how he's doing. He's not stacking any of those. Moving into the fire. Oh, and there's the other one, so let's see if we can get these guys. Okay, so the first one is molten red there. And they're both. Alright, let's head over to the water. And one of them's frozen, and the second one's frozen. So, bam. Easy. And now I will just kill him. Those constructs, if you, you know, if you don't want to do the achievement, or you know, you already have it or whatever, they do have a decent amount of health by themselves like this. They don't do a whole lot of damage though. So I'm gonna just kind of ignore the other ones there. It's kind of a waste of time, I think, to kill them. This guy's almost dead anyway. There we go. So, stuck in the furnace for Glory of the Ulduar Raider, and then Shattered. Pretty sweet. Next up is Razorscale. Alright, for Razorscale, the achievement we need to do is Iron Dwarf Medium Rare, which is basically to defeat 25 of the Dark Rune Guardians with Razorscale's Flame Breath. So, essentially, if you're not too familiar with the fight, Razorscale is this dragon flying around up here in the air, completely unreachable by ranged attacks at first. So, you initiate the fight, and she's kind of up there just throwing fire at everybody, and then there will be these dwarves spawning around this area that they're supposed to be just kind of ads for you to kill. After about 45 seconds, these harpoons will become available to click on, and you can shoot them and basically just pull Razorscale down, and she'll stay on the ground for 30 seconds. If she's not at 50% health, after 30 seconds, she will do a flame breath, and then fly back up in the air, and phase 1 starts again. So the achievement is to basically keep going through and doing phase 1 until you get enough of those Dark Rune Guardians killed by her flame breath. So there's a couple of things that are really just annoying and frustrating with this achievement. First of all, you need to kill 25 of them, and you can only do about 2 or 3 at a time, so it takes just a stupid amount of time to just go through and do this achievement. The other thing is, at least for the Alliance, we've got these dwarves that are here, and they're essentially trying to help you, quote-unquote, kill the dwarves as they're spawning during phase 1. Except we don't want them to kill the dwarves. We want to save at least the guardians so that they can die to the flame breath. So, this achievement might be kind of difficult for non-tanking classes. I tried it a few times in my Windwalker spec, and so the dwarves would come out and they would start attacking. The Dark Iron dwarves would come out and they'd start attacking the regular dwarves, and I was attacking them to try to pull aggro off of them and get them to follow me, and I wouldn't be able to pull aggro off of the dwarves before I killed them. So I'm doing this in my Brewmaster spec now, and my plan is to throw my Dizzying Haze at them as they come out and basically just pull aggro and have them all on me. And I'll kind of cycle through and I'll kill the ones I can kill and then save the ones that I need to save. And then, like I said, the other thing is that it takes a really long time to get this achievement, so I'll show you guys the first, maybe 1 or 2 times that I go through and do it, and as the counter stacks up. But after that, I'm going to just edit the video so that it's just the achievement and then the kill. Okay. And then before I start, just the other achievement that you can get off of Razorscale is a quick shave, which is basically just to kill her without letting her fly up in the air more than once. You can get these 2 achievements together in the same lockout if you reset the fight. So this achievement here for Glory, this doesn't require that you kill the boss. It's not one of those achievements that you get after you meet the requirements and then kill the boss. It's just a counter that goes, and when you get to 25, you get the achievement. So you can get the achievement and then reset the fight and then come back and do a quick shave. That's probably what I'll end up doing. Okay, so those are the only 2 achievements that are available on Razorscale. Alright, so I am going to initiate the fight, talk this dude, and see how this goes.
How are you? See you around.
So there's definitely a little bit of a science to this achievement. You have to get the dwarves down to about 15% health in order for them to die to the flame breath. So it can be rough. Just auto attacks can kill them pretty quickly, plus the other dwarves that are trying to help, like I said. I'm doing my best to turn my back to them so that I can avoid doing the too much of the auto attacking. Alright, so got your Guardian, he's at 19. Rune Watcher, he can die. Okay, and then our second turret's gonna be up in a second here, so get that going. Okay, I got the Watcher here, we can kill him. And then let's see another Watcher. This Rune Guardian's gonna die. It looks like stupid dwarves attacking him. Let's get this guy down a little bit. Alright, hopefully we'll get 2-ish here. Here she goes with her Flame Breath. Here we go, and where's my achievement? Got 1. Okay, so we'll do it one more time. This thing. It's supposed to be easier after she hits Berserk, you know, so I'm probably gonna keep going up until that point. She's got a 13-minute enrage timer, it looks like. So, you know, after she hits her enrage timer, you don't have to get them down quite so low. I'm gonna leave that guy over there, keeping those guys distracted. Let's get this guy. No, he can stay over there, that's a Watcher. So, just heal myself up a little. There we go. Let's finish killing this guy. And then get the turrets. Get this guy down a little bit. And this guy. I'm just basically auto-attacking him because I seriously do so much damage with one attack, it pretty much kills them. And the dwarves are obviously helping, so there we go! And that puts us at 3. So you can see this takes quite a long time. You know, I'll just be working at this. I'm gonna edit the video, and you know, I'll get back to you guys when I got some more progress to show you, okay? Alright, so I am at 23 dwarves right now, and Razorscale is about to hit her enrage timer. So this next one should be it. I tested it out before, and she was killing the dwarves when they were at about 75% health when she hit enrage. So it should kill them. It should be good. Just keep the guardians from dying. I'm not going to worry too much about getting them down to super low health, and it should work. I'm just going to work on staying alive. Speaking of which, I need to find a Watcher here. Here we go. Alright. I'm just gonna hold these guys. Like I said, you know, I'm really not gonna worry about DPS and any of them down. I've tried so many times to get them down to low health, and you have them at like 18%, and that's not quite low enough for them to die to the breath, but it's too low that, you know, another auto attack will kill them, and so it's just really hard. So it's taken me a while to get it, but here we go. Should be it. Nice. So, yeah, if you can hold out for the enrage timer, that's definitely the way to do it. And, you know, it's much easier for them to die. And, you know, a less squishy tank class like a Death Knight or a Warrior or a Paladin, you know, if you can just kind of hold all of them and just hold them for 13 minutes or however long until she enrages, I'm guessing that you'll have a little bit of better progress. I'm not used to tanking and monk wearing leather, so Yeah. Alright, so there's the achievement. I'm going to come back and I'm going to kill her for reals this time, and I'll get the a quick shave achievement with that. Alright, here I am again. This time we actually get to kill the boss. No more worrying about keeping stupid dwarves alive or anything like that. I'm back in my Windwalker spec, so this should go pretty quick and easy. Definitely going to be able to get her down to 50% on the first pull down. So as soon as those turrets are ready. And I got my DBM timers over here, so about 45 seconds looks like. We're just going to kind of chill until then. To get over here, and there we go. Kill this last guy real quick. Let's start going crazy. Okay, so there we go, got her below 50%, and so now she stays on the ground, and starts kind of meleeing. It's nothing really too bad. The fire is good to get out of, and the flame breath can hurt a little bit, but yeah, she's going up pretty quickly. So, there we go. That is a pretty simple fight. Next up is XT. Alright, for XT, the achievement we need to get is Heartbreaker, which is basically to kill him after destroying his heart. Essentially, the way the fight goes is at 75%, the boss will become untargetable and his heart will drop down. The way it used to be for doing it on normal mode is you do as much DPS as you could to the heart without killing it, and then that damage would get transferred through to the boss. If you kill it though, then he resets to full health and he doesn't have any more of those exposed heart phases. And it makes it used to make it kind of rough on the healers because he has another ability called Tympanic Tantrum, which will reduce everybody in the raid down to 20% of their full health. So if you are at less than 80% at the time of the tantrum, you will die. And, you know, this is, because it's a percentage, this is something that will affect me as well, so I'm going to need some heavy healing. But I plan on doing it in my Windwalker spec, and hopefully I will only get 1 or 2 maximum of those tympanic tantrums. And I should be able to heal myself up pretty quickly with the Chi Wave. I'm also going to play around with doing Touch of Karma. Maybe that'll transfer the damage to him. That'd be kind of cool. So, that is the Glory achievement. There's a few other achievements that XT has. So, must deconstruct faster, basically just to kill him in less than 205 seconds. I should be able to get that. That's, I don't know, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, so I should be able to do that pretty easily. Nerf engineering, basically, when the heart is exposed, there will be little robots that are spawning from these trash piles in each of the corners, and some of them will heal him if they reach him. So essentially just kill those before they reach him and heal him up. Nerf gravity bombs. Don't let anyone die to any of the gravity bombs, which are these AoE smoky black things that are on the ground. That should be pretty much a given achievement, especially since I'm solo. I should definitely get that one. And then there's actually another achievement that's not showing up here because it doesn't have XT in the description, but it's called Nerf Scrapbots. Here we go. So, yeah, this achievement is pretty difficult. I managed to get it on Envy once when I queued up, or when I did an open raid for the non-meta achievements. And I talked about this before, openraid.us. You can just sign up for cross-realm raiding, and you come in here with a group for the purpose of whatever, for doing the non-meta achievements, for example. So there's a whole strategy to that one, and I actually have a video of when I got this on Envy, and so you can look at my website at my XT guide for a full description on how to get that and to see the video. Okay, so I think that's about it. I'm going to pull him, and we're going to give this a shot. So, you know, his regular attacks don't do a whole lot of damage. Really the only thing to be super worried about is the Tympanic Tantrum, which I'm probably going to get him down to 75% and expose the heart before that happens. Yeah. So, he says he's tired, he's going to sleep, he becomes untargetable, there you go, and then his heart becomes available. So I'm just gonna do as much DPS to that as I can, kill that real quick. Oh, that's easy. And then he will reset to full health. I'm gonna see if I can kill these guys. And there's the Tympanic Tantrum. Let's try Touch of Karma. Oh, that worked pretty well. Okay, that's cool. So that normally would have brought me down to 20% health, but because I used Touch of Karma halfway through it, it started absorbing the damage. But I'm gonna get myself healed up here just so that I don't need to take another one, or if I do need to take another one, then I don't die to it. Pop my tiger. Bye. He's doing a bit more damage now. And here comes another tantrum. So I had She-Wave going on for that, but you can see that brings me down pretty low health. I'm gonna run away actually and let him attack my tiger for a second so I can heal up. And then I'm just using Chi-Wave basically on cooldown. So I can get myself as full as possible. I might get another one. Oh, but I'll have Touch of Karma for the next one. Which I'm just gonna go ahead and pop that. There we go, just in time. There we go. So, Heartbreaker, let's see, Nerf Gravity Bombs, Nerf Engineering, and Siege of Ulduar. Very nice. Okay, so that's it for this video. I will be uploading one for each wing, so if you're interested in seeing the other bosses, please go ahead and check those out. If I don't have them up yet, they will be up shortly. Alright, thanks.